instinctively at really short distances.
They're bay leaf pants.
Standard waterproof outdoor products, real cheap. Heavy duty, I'm really impressed. Heavy duty clips. You are watching Riverbend Longbows Outdoors. Alright, good morning. Well, this video is going to be, we're back. It'll show you a little road trip on the way home. And we're going to do a little quick gear dump here, so stay tuned. We'll get set up and show you what we used and took. Well, that was a heck of an adventure. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And we're getting ready to head out, loading up. Just want to share with you this place we stayed at. It's close to Piercy, Arkansas. Good base camp for going out and doing stuff around here in the Ouachita Mountains or whatever. It's an Airbnb, look it up. It's only like 92 bucks a night. You're not gonna get that in a motel. And so, full kitchen, it's very nice. I'll show you a little bit inside before we leave maybe. But yeah, just a quaint little pit stop. But anyway, we're getting ready to hit the road. We're gonna make a quick stop and meet somebody I've been wanting to meet for quite a while, so stay tuned. Okay, so this is the little cabin thingy we stayed in. Really nice, full kitchen, nice living room, TV, Roku, Wi-Fi, all that stuff. Nice porch out front, big full porch. Pretty cool, somewhat of a view. Nice bathroom, 2 beds, washer, dryer. Very nice. So for a base camp, trout fishing, hiking, whatever in this area, I think it's a really good location actually, because Hot Springs is just up the road. Glenwood and all that area is just the other direction. So check them out, and we're gonna hit the road.
You guys having fun?
There's the man. How you
right
doing?
On. Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
Glad to finally meet you.
About
like
time.
We've been talking for like probably 2 or 3 years or so, however long it's been, and never actually met. So
Under the mask
right
is Rick Spicer, as everybody knows.
What's happening?
We're at his domain.
Yeah, hanging out. Yeah, you've been. Where all have you guys looked around so far?
Just barely making it out the round.
Cool. We'll have to go upstairs in a minute and show you the archery gear.
Well, we made it, and stay tuned. I gotta get to bed, but we're gonna do a gear dump, and I'll show you exactly what I used out there and what could have been different. So stay tuned. We'll talk to you later. I'm done. All right, folks. Ray, Tanya here, and we're gonna do a quick gear dump. Hopefully, nice and fast for you, for all you gear junkies out there. What we took, she's gonna do hers first, and then we'll get my stuff out and show you what I took. Maybe what we used and didn't use. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. So stay tuned.
Okay, so this is my pack, Osprey Ren 65. I really liked it. It fits me really good. There wasn't a mesh pocket on the front, and I like the idea of having a pocket on the front because I don't like stuff dangling off. So I bought a laundry bag at Walmart and put some grommets in it and used the clips here and put it on the front of the pack, and it worked out great. So start over here with my clothes. I wore a bandana to keep all my fuzzy curly hair out of my face the whole time. Worked great. I did 2 braids, and I didn't have to mess with them the 3 days. I just left them alone, and it worked out good for me. I started off hiking in these Darn Tough ankle socks, which didn't work out very good because the tongue of my shoes rubbed on my ankle and got really sore. So then I switched to the crew ones, the Darn Toughs. I really, really liked them. They worked out great. I walked through the water once, and although my feet were soaking wet, they weren't cold, so that was really nice. And then I did a pair of spandex shorts and tank top, and I covered that with a long sleeve white shirt that's got like the sun protectant in it, so I didn't get sunburn all over. And then these really lightweight pants. They dried fast. They were cool but warm, lots of pockets. I loved them. I wore the crap out of them. They've got elastic on the ankles, so you can cinch them up real easy walking through the water. And then at night when we got back to camp, I put on these compression socks from Duluth. I wear these to work. And I wore them at night to keep my swelling down in my feet and my legs, so in the morning my feet weren't all swollen, and it worked out really good. They were achy, but they weren't swollen, so instead of walking in them, I wore them at night. Then I got the little stocking hat, the icebreaker base layer, I put those on, and then I put these pants back on over it to keep me warm while we were hanging out at camp, and then I took these off when I slept. And then I put this long sleeve shirt. It's like a quick dry material. I put that on, and then a really light sweatshirt over that, and the sweatshirt I have on right now because I love this sweatshirt, and I was warm all night. That worked out great. Oh, and I also took my Bedrock sandals for water crossings, and then I left them on for a while because there were a lot of water crossings. And I wore my Zero shoes. I loved them. They worked out great on the trail. My feet didn't hurt at all. Going through the water, they stayed really, really, really wet for a long time. They're not really meant for that, but they worked out good. And I carried my sandals or my shoes, depending on which I wasn't wearing, in that mesh pocket. And in that mesh pocket, I also had like my rain gear. So I had my poncho, had an umbrella, had my tarp, which is here on the table, and this little pocket towel, which was great for drying my feet off and stuff. Luckily it didn't rain, so we didn't need any of that stuff. Oh, I also carried my cooler cloth to go to the bathroom with, and it worked out perfect. I didn't have wasted toilet paper. I didn't have to carry it or carry it out or anything like that. It was amazing. It was one of the... I'm glad I spent the money on it. I also brought a shovel, some paracord, which I didn't end up using, so I'm glad I brought it. My knife, I used my knife. It's got a fire starter in it. I didn't have to use that, but I had it if I needed it. Carried sunscreen, chapstick, and gum. Those worked out really good. First aid kit, just a basic first aid kit, nothing too crazy in it. Bathroom type bag stuff, Tums, some pain relief medications, vitamins, soap, toothbrush, fingernail clippers, lotion. Used most of that stuff. My water filters in here, my Dragoon water filters in here, the stuff to back flush it with. And then I used this Sea-Knock bag. That all worked out super. My cook pot, in my cook pot there's a twig stove. Ray carried the fuel canister and the burner, and I don't have one, but we took the twig stove in case something happened with the burner. Luckily we didn't need to use it, but I'm still glad I brought it. And then I carried my crackers in here so my crackers didn't get all smushed up. So when I had my crackers, they weren't smushed crackers, which was great. And then I've got my long-handled spork, and in here I also carried an ink pen so I didn't lose it in my pack. Got a collapsible cup. This worked out amazing for everything. I really am glad I brought this. It was kind of a last-minute decision. This like Mylar bag that Ray made for us to rehydrate our food in, that also worked super good. I brought a little journal. I used it. It was a little weighty for carrying, but I'm glad I brought it. So there's that. We used a double sleeping bag. So Ray carried the top half of it, which was a little heavier. I carried the bottom half of it. It's in here. And then my Thermarest pad and my Cedar Summit sleeping bag liner, which I wasn't super happy with. I see why people use a silk liner. I got all tangled up in it. I got this inflatable pillow, which I am not a fan of inflatable pillows, so I used this one night and I didn't use it at all again. But I balled this up and ended up using this as a pillow, which worked out really good. So I'll probably figure out something different for a pillow. I also use this foam mat. I'm really glad I had 2 different sleeping things. And my walking sticks. And I'm super happy I brought those and I didn't put the spikes on the end, because then I could use them in the water crossings to kind of grip onto the rocks and stuff. So I think that's everything.
Perfect. My turn. Alright folks, this is what I took with me, minus a few things. First I was using the Kelty Coyote 65 liter. Awesome pack. Awesome pack. My layers for the day hiking, I had a like a quick dry fishing shirt, get at Walmart. Another quick dry t-shirt underneath. I was using the North Face zip-off pants. I got at a yard or like a thrift shop for like $2. They're brand new, awesome pants. At night, I would slip into, as soon as we get to camp, I would put on these the Alaska Wear from Duluth base layer and a Cabela's base layer shirt, and then put my clothes back on while we got camp ready and stuff. I wore some Darn Tough socks, which are in the wash now, which are awesome. I also tried out the Ascend hiking socks. These are spectacular. And then the Smart Wool socks I have on now, because I love them. I put those on at night to wear at night. One thing my wife didn't mention is I did take toe warmers. These came in really handy for her because her feet get cold really fast, so she would slap these on the bottom of her socks when we get to camp. Keep her feet nice and warm. Wonderful. I also took a ground cloth that, if you watch that video, that came in really handy for sitting around camp. That's a little heavy, but it was worth taking. For our cook system, I did use my little Dragoon Unlimited pocket stove. These are awesome, really lightweight. Comes with a little canister holder. A little weighty, but it was worth it. Used my little zebra pot, which was great. Yuko, just basic silverware. Took a small compass just in case. My wife printed off a map, which kind of came in handy a few times. The trails are pretty well marked, so it wasn't too bad. I did take my Mora, which I never used. I actually used my little pocket knife, wherever I put that. That's basically all I used the whole time. And I recommend taking some collapsible scissors. These are a lot easier to use for dexterity, for doing small stuff instead of cutting yourself. Took an umbrella, which luckily we never had to use, and we had bought in the umbrella clips to go on your backpack. These are awesome. I'm sure one day we will get to use them. These are from Gossamer Gear, $5. So anyway, I made a little throw line bag, which I used for hanging our food at night, just in case, mostly for skunks, possums, raccoons. Water, I used a cheap $1.50 bag from Walmart, and my Sawyer Mini. I actually threw that away because it's been used so many times. I did make us these homemade warming bags out of Mylar and Velcro, and she made dehydrated foods, and we could just cut the tops, put them in there, boiling water, slap these on, do other stuff, come back, and then it was ready. These work great, real easy to make. We both went to Smart water bottles just for lightweight, and I picked up a water bottle holder. Worked out awesome. I did take this from Kentucky Fried Chicken. I thought, well, that'd be handy to fill up with water around camp. Never did use it, but worth a shot. Bandana, use that. These are what we use for food bags. Just your standard waterproof outdoor products. Real cheap, you know. Most of the stuff we use is basic, not real high dollar stuff. Did take my Hidden Woodsman pouch, and it's got basic necessities. Matches, flashlight. I pretty much used almost everything except for emergency stuff. And I had a few more hand warmers in there just in case. I used the Yuko matches because I wasn't going to goof around with any bushcrafting out there. I kept this little pouch. What is it? Anyway, yeah, Condor gear pouch. I kept it with my camera, extra battery for the GoPro, which you're watching this on right now. And I had my let's see, where's that at? Oh, then I used my Western Binds bag and kept all my extra backup batteries, my electrical. So that was pretty weighty, but you got to do that if you're going to film it. Shoes. Used the crap out of my Bedrock sandals for water crossings and a lot of the hike. Did most of the hiking over the ridges and mountains in my Zero shoes. These are the Oswegos. They could have been a half size bigger because my toes were starting to grind but I could feel my way down the trail real nice. They're a minimalist shoe, same as my wife's. Awesome. Sleeping bag, I carried the top half, and then when we get to camp, she would be setting up camp while I was doing other stuff, and zip these together so we could sleep together in body heat. It was awesome. North Face, I think this is. Heavy. We're gonna just do something different. Then we found this Hillman tent, 5 pounds backpacking tent. Awesome. I'm gonna set that up here in a bit and I'll show you that real quick. Awesome tent, under $100. And then I used a piece of tie back that I've had for a ground cloth. So that worked out great. My sleeping pad is World Famous Sports. And you can find these really affordable, and it was great. Spectacular. And then she got me an air up pillow as well, and I really liked it. She didn't like hers. I really enjoyed that. I was going to take the DD tarp, but they pulled the rain out of the forecast, so I dropped that, so thank God, because that was an extra 3-4 pounds. So anyway, that's basically all my gear I think I've shared with you, and we used all of it. And I think I weighed in just under 40 pounds, minus food. And so yeah, there's our gear dump. I'll set this up and show you. Hope you enjoyed that. There it is, very simple. This was the 3-man, so we'd have extra room, so there's just really barely enough room, but heavy duty, I'm really impressed. Heavy duty clips, especially where the poles go into. Fly clips on nice and tight. Stakes are iffy, but it's got vestibule on each side, same, so you can stack your pack underneath there. And zipper doors on each side, which we really like, that we don't disturb. Little pop-up air vents, and this is considered a 3 to 4 season. There was some condensation in the morning of the first night because it got cold and we were in the creek, but tub bottom floor design, all the seams are taped, nice full open zipper doors so you can get in nice and easy. But yep, we were thoroughly impressed for under $100. I don't know how you could go really wrong. So we were gonna order a high-priced one, but we thought that's stupid. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll be back out there doing some more adventures. So y'all take care out there. I gotta put my junk away. Talk to you later. Well, I hope you enjoyed the gear dump. We did that the morning after we returned. It's since been a couple weeks. I've already done the 3 videos of the Eagle Rock Loop Trail. And one thing I forgot to mention was, you noticed in the video I was wearing a Nebo Rebel. I cannot recommend this light for your go-to light. It performed horribly. I was really disappointed actually. But my wife was using a Ozark Trail headlamp. This thing is phenomenal. Yeah, for the money. It's got a flip down, it's got all kinds of settings: spotlight, low beam, flood, low, and the red light at night if you need to. I can't shut it off now. Get off of there. But anyway, so I thought that I'd show that to you. For the money, awesome. So she got me one. And I'm working on some merch, so stay tuned for that. And really appreciate everybody watching. Share it if you did, and welcome all my new subscribers. Stick around because there's a lot more coming. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, and subscribe if you haven't. Like and share this, and we'll see you next time.
Phew.